Steel in our veins, hearts in the fire. Different roads, but the same desire. From the gutter to the crown we stand. No borders, no names, just blood in hand. We rise at night when the sirens sing. Built on trust, not a diamond ring. Family forged where the shadows run. If you're here right now, yeah, you're one of us. No matter where you're from, no matter who you are, if you stand with honor, you're a hooligan at heart. Blood of a hooligan. Side by side we stand. Honor in the fire. Family, not a brand. Blood of a hooligan. Hear the battle drum. If you're riding with us, then you're one of us. Drop chin. Hooligan. One family. One blood. One blade. Jeff Mac live, mic lit, truth on blast. Breaking through the noise, never living in the past. Chad moving fast like a street parade. Every voice counts, every bone gets made. Klaus the cat on the right hand side. Silent eyes, but the fiercest pride. Spreading love like a signal flare. If you feel that pulse, you belong right here. From the comments to the call, from the streams to the night. If you stand for each other, then you're doing it right. Blood of a hooligan. Side by side we stand. Honor in the fire. Family, not a brand. Blood of a hooligan. Hear the battle drum. If you're riding with us, then you're one of us. Sweet snooks in the chat, passing love around. Every word a spark, every name resounds. Lift each other up, never tear it down. This is how a real family sounds. A real family sounds. No crowns, no thrones. Just brothers and sisters. Built on respect. Built on truth.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. Well, that song was the first time we ever played that. That's by Charlie D'Angelo. He put it out yesterday and tagged me in it. And I think it sounds fantastic, and I told him I would tell all of you guys about it. So I posted the links, or the link for it, in the chat if you want to go check it out and put it on your playlist and all of that. It's now going to be one of our new intros. Also, we're going to be covering President Trump. I think he's supposed to be live at like 9 p.m. or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I got the live link. But Right Side Broadcasting is concealing what time he's supposed to be on stage. So I'm not sure, but I think it's supposed to be around 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we have intentions of covering it, but this live's not going to last that long, so we'll end up going live again for that. Now, before we get any further, I want to give a huge shout out to Peyton and Donna Sparks. Thank you both so much for the PayPal. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all your support and all the help. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Tori Wayne. Thank you so much for gifting me Arc Raiders, so now we can play Arc Raiders on the live and stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right, getting into the news, we're going to be starting off with a video titled TikTok agrees to sell U.S. operations to American-led investor group. So now all of you guys don't have to worry about TikTok getting banned. I know you guys are really, really worried about that. Then we got a video. It's titled DOJ may miss Epstein file deadline as Democrats warn of legal consequence. I don't know if this stuff's out already or not. I keep seeing people saying that it is out, but they're not really sure. It's supposed to be like hundreds of thousands of pages or something like that. In this video, of course, they're going to be hyper-focused on President Trump as if he's the only person listed in the files. But either way, they're going to be giving some details about that. Then we got a video. It's titled Elon Musk, Wild Claims Shock the Internet. Elon keeps saying that AI and robotics is going to make it so we have universal wealth, that we won't have to work and we also won't have poverty anymore. I don't know exactly what he means when he says that, but either way, he's out there saying that. Then we got a video. It's titled U.S. Double Drug Boat Strike Kills 5. It's the 28th strike we've had yet. Democrats are going to be super mad. Yesterday, we covered a drug boat strike. I don't know how they're going to get their cocaine now. Then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today, it was provided by 10 Man, and it's titled Karma. Then getting back into the news, we got a video that is titled Manhunt Ends, a Suspect in Brown University Shooting, MIT Professor Killing Found Dead. That's a mess of a title. It's actually a doubly. The first video is them talking about how they found the Brown University shooter. He was found dead. Really convenient. And the second video is Trump pauses green card lottery program that let Brown University MIT shooting suspect into the U.S. So the suspect was here. I don't know if he currently had legal status, but he had legal status when he came in. He had a visa of some sort. Like I said, he was found dead. They haven't given us a whole lot of information. They're also saying that he probably killed the MIT professor, and all of it just seems really, really convenient. Then we got a video that's titled Jury Reaches Verdict in Case of Judge Accused of Helping Illegal Border Crosser Evade Authorities. I am surprised, but she actually got guilty on one of the two charges, and the one was the one I really thought that she wasn't going to get guilty on. She was found guilty on pretty much distracting ICE while the illegal fled the courthouse. Then we got a video is titled Florida Authorities Locate More Than 100 Missing Children. So this is good stuff. They're saying it's Operation Home for the Holidays. Then for the last little bit of the news, I wish it was lefties losing it, but they don't go live or whatever on Fridays, so instead, we got chef saves elderly man after he didn't show up at restaurant he eats at every day. Now, I'm pretty sure it was Russell that tagged me in this. This is more of a feel-good kind of news video. Then we're going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. We got our two funny videos of the day. First one is provided by Metal Mouth. It's titled 26 Flights. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled It's Not a Prank If There's Peppers. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Tim Man? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Russell? What's up, Hair Juicer? And what's up, Snooks? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Let me see. Who was it? Too old to care. You were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing in the chat. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. Scrolling through. Salty Ragu, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Sly Dog? Happy freedom. What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Watchman? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Snarl? Happy freedom. Let me see. Scrolling through. Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, MU? What's up, Bright Gaming? Happy freedom, you hooligans. You guys are welcome. Hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kig? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the GoofTube here? Solid Regu, you were first today over on the GoofTube. What are you doing over there? Mrs. Satan, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Sven? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Roxy? Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Joe? What's up, Hair Juicy? You're omnipresent. What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy freedom, you hooligans over on the GoofTube. You guys are welcome to hit the like button as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, you guys all worried about TikTok, so we had to get the update because I know you guys care a whole lot about TikTok. Come on, pull the thing up. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it and say it's not getting banned. Don't you worry. You can continue shaking your booty on TikTok. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Social media giant TikTok is selling just over 80% of its US assets in a move to avoid a ban in the country. Chinese owner ByteDance said Thursday that it had signed binding agreements with three major investors, Oracle, Silver Lake, and Abu Dhabi-based MGX. The deal will create a new US company called TikTok USDS joint venture. ByteDance will retain a stake of just under 20%. The move is a big step to end years of worry about TikTok's future in the US. It had faced a ban from January this year under a law requiring it to divest its assets in the country over national security concerns. Donald Trump also tried to ban the app during his first term, but later became a fan, crediting it with helping him win last year's election. He opted to delay the January ban upon taking office this year. The deal's details align with a plan unveiled in September. In a memo to employees, TikTok said it would enable, quote, over 170 million Americans to continue discovering a world of endless possibilities as part of a vital global community.
Okay. So like I said, your worries are over with. TikTok is here to stay. They're going to use it for surveillance. That's exactly what it sounds like. They're saying that, scrolling up here, CCP is going to sell over 80% of TikTok's assets to the U.S. It's going to be 3 companies, including Oracle. They're all going to form a U.S. company called USDS TikTok U.S. Joint Venture, I think is what it was. I had to listen to it like 4 times to write that bullshit down. And either way, they're doing that to prevent getting banned. But like I said, I think they're going to use it for surveillance or whatever. It's whatever. Whatever's whatever. They're going to get what they want one way or another, so I'm not really that worried about it. We're going to get right into this next video. This next one's DOJ may miss Epstein file deadline as Democrats warn of legal consequence. Now, supposedly the stuff came out today. I've seen people posting links on X and stuff, but it's supposed to be like hundreds of thousands of files or something like that. I don't know. All I know for sure is none of it's incriminating. They've already said nobody's going to jail over this shit, so it's kind of whatever. But either way, they're going to give us some details on it. This video came out before they had dropped the batch of files, so they're all talking as if they're not sure it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it already happened, but the point of it all is that they did not give everything over, and today was the deadline for everything. And so now maybe there'll be consequences. I don't know. It doesn't matter because there's no accountability on Capitol Hill. But either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommentTube, and let's get into this. And why does her face look like that? Anyways.
Going public or still protected? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We are now hours away from that legal deadline to release all the Epstein files. But Deputy AG Todd Blanche says he doesn't believe they can fully comply with that law mandating the release of the sex offenders' files by midnight tonight. Democrats outraged, saying they will now examine all legal options in the face of this violation of federal law. Our Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas actually sat down with AG Todd Blanche today. So, Pierre, what did he tell you?
Well, Kerry, he said, as you just mentioned, all the files will not be coming out today. He's adamant that they will comply with the letter of the law. And he also said that President Trump will not be shown favoritism. Will every document that mentions President Trump, every picture of him, every video, every bit of information related to him in these files be released today or at some point in this process?
Assuming it's consistent with the law, yes. So there's no effort to hold anything back because there's the name Donald J. Trump or anybody else's name, Bill Clinton's name, Reid Hoffman's name. There's no effort to hold back or not hold back because of that. And so, but again, we're not redacting the names of famous men and women that are associated with Epstein.
To be clear, you're saying DOJ has not been ordered to redact anything related to President Trump, that there's no order to do such?
No, I mean, I would give the order. President Trump has certainly said from the beginning that he expects all files that can be released to be released, and that's exactly what we're doing.
All right, so if we don't see these files tonight, is there actually any legal recourse that Democrats can take because they're threatening to do that?
That's unclear. We'll have to see if the political rhetoric is backed by actual litigation to see what they actually can do. Will they attempt to hold DOJ officials in contempt of Congress? We'll have to wait and see. That would need some level of bipartisan support, one would think, but there's a lot to be determined on that regard.
Now, some of these Epstein files will be released, right? So do we have any idea what we could see?
The Deputy Attorney General said hundreds of thousands of pages to be released today, but there's still several 100,000 more that could be released over the next few days. So we're talking about a huge amount of material, so much intrigue, so much whatever. We soon will see some of it, but will it be enough to pacify all the people who think that every iota of information should come out?
Stay tuned, and it's going to be a lot of paperwork to go through as well. Pierre Thomas, thank you.
All right, so like I said, when I was reading the schedule out there, they're hyper-focused on Trump as if he's the only name that's on the list. And none of it's incriminating. None of this stuff's going to come out and then you're going to see people go to jail. They've already said they have no evidence of any third party doing anything illegal, period, anywhere at all. Documents released, documents that haven't been released. Doesn't matter. They don't have any evidence to incriminate any third party. So all of this is kind of a waste of time. But they've already done the lingo to get everybody into this position because everybody wanted a list. They wanted a list of client names, but they said there is no list of client names. And what obviously Americans want is they want people to go to jail. They want bad guys to go to jail. And that's what the list was about, a list of people who were going to jail for wrongdoing. Well, they played the game and used semantics, and they were like, well, we don't have a list of bad guys, but we got a list of buddies. We got old paperwork and shit that you guys haven't seen. We'll give you that, and then we'll claim transparency. And everybody was like, well, that doesn't sound right. And then Trump was like, okay, if you talk about it, then you're not a Trump supporter anymore. Then you're not one of us. You're against us. It's a hoax. Don't talk about it anymore. And then people who are like serious Trumpers did that. They were like, hey, don't talk about it anymore. Trump said so. And so then a lot of, people part ways and stuff. Some people wanted to see the victims list and all that stuff. Now Marjorie Taylor Greene is leaving and all of that. I don't know if we're even going to see that list. And that list wasn't going to do anything. So it's all a bunch of nonsense. Obviously, what everybody wanted was bad guys to go to jail. That's not going to happen. But at least we got hundreds of thousands of documents of people who are not going to jail. And either way, like I said, they hyper-focus on Trump in that video, but Democrats are the only ones talking about this. So it was like, what flavor of this do you want? Either way, they're claiming that no famous people are going to be redacted, including President Trump. And today was the deadline, but not all the files are being released today, so they're talking about consequences and whatever. But there's never accountability on Capitol Hill, so it just doesn't matter. Whatever consequences are on Capitol Hill, it means like a stern talking to. And that just doesn't matter at the end of the day. So then they're saying that there's hundreds of thousands of pages that are coming out today. And then, like I said, there's no incriminating evidence, so whatever's out there is not going to change anything. So either way, next up, Elon Musk wild claims shock the internet. Elon is saying that AI and robotics is going to make it so work is optional, and it's going to create universal wealth. It's going to eliminate poverty, he says. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's what he says. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about these Epstein files coming out, as well as TikTok not getting banned. I know you guys are really worried about that. Oh, thanks for the link here, Juicer. I'm going to check it out after the live here. I'm interested in that. What's up, Keep It Salty? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom. What's up, Libby Racer? Happy freedom to you. Clinton practically lived on Epstein Island. Yeah. That's the only thing, is this going to make people, look funny? How many times did they go to the island? There's going to be a lot of speculation based on these documents, but people already speculate. That doesn't equal pedophiles going to jail, Rappy, I'm ready to see some arrests. Yeah. There's a lot of people talking about, like, when are we going to drain the swamp? It's like, I don't know. Until I see somebody actually get arrested, I'm not going to even pretend like that stuff's happening. I just enjoy the entertainment. Libby Racer, Clinton pics are already coming out. Yeah, we covered a video that showed 19 photos or something like that. It showed all kinds of weird stuff, but nothing illegal. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Patriot Dad, so is the no tax on overtime in effect January 1st for the 2024 tax year? I can't remember, Patriot Dad, when they first signed it. I know we looked into it. I kind of want to say yes, that when you go to do taxes in, February, March, or whenever you go do taxes, I do think up to a certain amount of hours, overtime and tips and all that stuff, it is going to be exempt. But there's stipulations to it. And I can't remember all the details. We covered it when it first happened, when the EO was first signed. But I just don't know the details right off the top of my head. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. Libby Racer, Biden just tweeted to express his views. Well, I will have to look that up. I think I got Biden banned on X. I got him blocked or whatever. I might have to go check it really quick. What's up, Viola? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. I just remembered. Scrolling through. Happy birthday to you, Dutton. Hope today kicks ass for you. Thank you for sharing some of your birthday with us. I remembered. I was all worried I was going to forget, and I didn't forget. So happy birthday to you. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom. What's up, Rich? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sassy Patriot? 80% is redacted. Yeah, that's what I assume too. It's going to be just like Epstein Files Phase 1. When they released the binders and it was all blacked out. And it's like just a waste of printer ink, and we all paid for it. What's up, Virtual Cockpit? Happy freedom to you. Virtual Cockpit, JP Morgan was a client. They cannot let that go public. Well, it'll probably be redacted. So Charmaine, happy freedom to you. What's up, Obnoxious Scott? Happy freedom. Ghostly, I'm sick of being lied to. Happy some files are coming out, but it's about 10 months late. And Trump straight up said they don't exist. Bad look protecting pedophiles. Yeah, Ghostly. Like I said, I just try to enjoy the entertainment. What's up, Toast? Happy freedom to you. Otters, binders of toner. Yeah, exactly. All right, hooligans, moving forward here. Like I said, Elon Musk, he said we're all going to be wealthy. We're all going to just own AI and robots, and we can just work if we feel like it. And if we don't feel like it, we can just go ahead and just sit around and do nothing, I guess. I think it's a very interesting idea. I don't exactly know all the details of why he keeps saying this. He said it multiple times now recently, but the reporters they're going to show, I can't remember any of their names, but they're Fox reporters. They're all going to make fun of him and talk shit, but then they make an argument as if we have to work, like we were just generated to work. That's what God made us for, so we can work. I don't believe that. They act like if you don't have a job, then you're going to sit on the couch all day. I think people would pursue their goals. I think people would probably be better human beings if they didn't have to work so much, if life wasn't work or die starving. Like if there was more to life than that, then I think people would be better. They would just be better human beings, but they don't believe that. These reporters don't. So either way, we're gonna get through it. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Meanwhile, there's this billionaire Elon Musk weighing on the Trump accounts for newborns set to roll out next year, saying that they're a nice gesture but may not be necessary going forward because he says saving money will not be necessary, with universal high income set to prevail in the future. Musk says this on X, it is certainly a nice gesture of the Dells, but there will be no poverty in the future, and so no need to save money. There will be universal high income. Musk is on record saying artificial intelligence and robotics will eliminate poverty and the need to work, creating a universal level of wealth. Trying to follow this one, Todd. No need to save money. I mean, I don't get this.
I do not know if I have the intellectual capacity to wrap my head around this.
I know.
I'm being honest. Like, so what do you do? What is life? And I'm not saying life is work, but let's be realistic. Getting up every day and having a purpose is what life is all about. And for most people, that purpose is work, provide for your family. If that doesn't exist, I truly am at a loss for words. Like, what is it? What do we do? Do we just stare at the clouds all day? I don't know.
What is he talking about, John?
I'm trying to understand that myself, but I'll tell you, Maria and viewers, don't hold your breath thinking that you're not going to have to work anymore. You know, AI might eventually help lead to a world where perhaps there is no need to work, but that world may not arrive until hundreds of years from now. It's not going to happen anytime soon, that's for sure. This is, you know, this has me totally confused, and I guess it's just more AI hyperbole, and perhaps the market itself has gotten too carried away with what AI can deliver fairly soon.
Yeah, I just went on ChatGPT and said, what is Elon Musk talking about when he says we won't need to work? They say Musk predicts that advances in AI and robotics will automate most of
most of or nearly all human labor. So that's what he's talking about, making work optional instead of necessary.
I'll be here, Maria. I'll be here for you regardless of whether work is optional.
That's what ChatGPT says. All right, guys.
Okay. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. He's said it a couple times now recently, like within the last 6 weeks. This is like the second or third time he's said it. But either way, this is all in response to President Trump's Trump accounts that are coming out for newborns. We covered them doing the EO for that last week or the week before that. And so in response, Elon's saying we're not going to need to save money. We're going to have universal wealth. So Elon Musk is claiming that AI and robotics will eliminate poverty and the need to work. He says in the future there will be universal high income. And the reporters are saying that going to work gives you purpose, as if we need jobs, like it's a necessary function of life. And then they go on to make fun of Elon Musk, which is whatever. I don't know necessarily what he's talking about, other than they mention in the video the possibility of eliminating manual labor, which, I mean, yeah, maybe somebody's gonna have to operate that shit. Somebody's gonna have to make sure, somebody's gonna have to supervise, right? But there's more to the world than just manual labor. So I still don't really see the whole dream like Elon does. But either way, they talk about it like you have to have a job in order to have purpose. Like you don't have purpose without a job. Most people don't want to flip burgers and shit, though. Nobody was like 6 years old and was like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm going to be a waitress. Like, that's not usually how life works. So if you were able to live and not have to work, you could do all kinds of stuff. You could work on yourself. People love learning. People love building, and it doesn't have anything to do with AI. I think that work and stuff like that is stifling potential geniuses and artists and stuff like that. Like, you have to spend so much time working for near no money to live in a place that's too fucking expensive, to eat food that isn't really food, and to be sick and not be able to have health care. When do you have time to figure out you're like the next Michelangelo or the next, like all these other people who invent shit and all this? Where do you find time to do that? Where do you have the opportunity to even express that shit? Look at the way school is. You're not going to figure out what you're good at, pledging allegiance to rainbow flags and shit. The teachers are dumber than the fucking students are. So it's, like, we don't really have an environment to thrive and to grow. And so if we didn't have to work as much and we didn't need so much money just to be a regular person, I think you'd have more opportunity and more ability to grow as a human. Like I was saying before, this could probably generate better people if they had time to try and be a better person instead of doing bare fucking, getting bare minimum out of providing maximum effort. And that's what life feels like for everybody that I talk to. It's like you're giving it your all and you're still getting fucked while you're doing it. And it doesn't make people feel really good about life. Now, again, I don't know what Elon's talking about. Like, I don't think tomorrow or next week the robots and AI is going to make it so we live in some utopia. I don't think that's going to happen. But I think the reporters bitching about the dream and saying, no, we need to work until we die. Like, buddy, whose side are you on? Like, what the fuck? Anyways, next up, we got U.S. double drug boat strike kills 5 terrorists. So the Democrats are going to be crying about this. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Elon Musk claiming that AI and robots is going to save the day. Here, Juicy, y'all's job is going to be taken by AI way earlier than anyone else's, dummy. I think nobody's job is at threat who's good at their job. Because the AI sucks at everything. Everything. Try to get it to generate an image. Try to have a conversation with it. Whether you're talking to it or texting with it, try and have it write code that's actually useful. It's not. It's very entertaining. It is not useful, though. That thing is dumb as shit. You got to spend your whole time holding its hand and treating it like old man Walter. It's like the AI is senile. And it's like, I don't know. It's not that damn useful. And I think it's a lot of fear mongering when they say that stuff. Because we've covered robots that are future drywallers and things. It's like, you see 6 dudes trying to tell it what to do and to put the effort in so it can, like, put a screw into some drywall. I mean, it's like, really, you could teach somebody who don't even speak fucking English that shit in 5 minutes. So, I don't know. It's entertaining, but it's not very useful. They use the AI stuff to scare people, but I don't think it's going to replace anybody who's actually good at their job. Snooks, I'm saving money. That's BS. Elon is setting us up to be 100% dependent on the government. It could be. He also says we're going to have like a collapse because we're not having enough kids. And so when, people get old enough to retire and stuff, there's not youth going into the system to replace the workers. And eventually we're going to come into a collapse of sorts. But I don't know. If they don't make things cheaper, I don't expect people to have more kids. And look at how much the Democrats promote abortion. There's not a whole lot of things saying like, yeah, let's have kids. Look at all this crime. Look at 25 million illegals in the country. Yo, there's dudes beating women in women's sports. Let's shit out kids. Like, I don't know anybody who's thinking like that. I don't know not one person who's like, yep, I want to produce children in this world right now. Like, no. What's up, Guessum? Happy freedom. Yeah, we're talking about glory holes. I mean, screwing in drywall. You knew what we were talking about when you walked in the door, you knew what this was. Russell, so I want a Ferrari if Elon is correct. What color Ferrari are you getting, Russell? You still haven't showed us your fancy watch. Russell's like, hey, I'm going to get this $500 watch. It's going to be awesome. We're like, wow, that's really cool. He's like, I got it, but I'm not going to show you guys. Like, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom. Shroomish, AI and robots can take so many jobs. We're going to have universal basic income. Some people are saying, we'll see. It just, to me, there's a gap there. There's a big gap. If Amazon and Walmart and Taco Bell and all these places use AI and robots and people don't work, well, then how do you make money? Because, yeah, they're making money, but then where do you get money from? Because you don't have a job now. So are you getting welfare? And do you qualify for welfare? You know what I mean? Like, there's a gap there. How does somebody else affording AI and robots equal you having universal income? Like, that's what I don't understand, unless they're talking about government handouts, which is not free money. I just don't understand. It's the same thing the liberals say. The liberals are like, if they killed billionaires, then everybody'd be great. Why? What does smoking a billionaire have to do with anything? How does that make your life better? How does that move you out of the trailer park? How does that stop your fentanyl addiction? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And the liberals scream that from the rooftops. That's like part of their slogans. That's why they like Luigi Mangione, because they're like, oh, if you kill wealthy people, then the world's better. How? In what way is it better? Like, what? What? They got wills. They're gonna hand that money off to somebody else. It doesn't just go back into the pool and you made $5 today. I don't know. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Libby Racer AI helps liberals to define climate change. That's right. They take pictures and upload it to the AI and they go, am I a boy or a girl today? And the AI is like, The AI is like, I don't have a nose, but I can tell what that smells like. It's not good. It's not good. Rich, then who's going to keep the businesses going after the billionaires are gone? They won't be business. Billionaires have businesses and create jobs. Half these billionaires don't even run their business. They have a president installed. They have a CEO installed. They just own the property, but they install employees who run the shit. I think that's why sometimes you see people who don't really know anything about their own brand or their own product or anything, like, because they're so distant from it. They pay people to deal with that shit. They just own it. So if they die, like, if Michael Jordan kicked the bucket, they're still gonna make Jordans. You know what I mean? Jordan don't make the designs. He's not over there sewing the sneakers up. He pays somebody to do that. If he kicks the bucket, his kid will have the right. One of his kids, his wife, whoever is connected to him, whoever's in his will. You just pass the wealth off to them. That's what generational wealth is. And that's what I mean. Like, liberals bitch about generational wealth and then turn around and say if you do bad stuff to billionaires that the world's going to be full of more money, and that doesn't make sense to me. There's steps. There's a gap there, and nobody's filling the gap. It's weird. Remember when they were saying J.D. Vance was weird? They memory hole everything now. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom to you. What's up, John? Happy freedom. What's up, B? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mana? Happy freedom. What's your name? What's up, OGK? Happy freedom to you. Guess UPS, Starbucks all started off as small businesses. Yeah, didn't the same thing about Google and Amazon, all that started in like the garage. Rogers, children in Vietnam make Jordans. That's what I mean. If Jordan kicked the bucket, they're still making Jordans. It's not going to change that. Anyways, it's all nonsense. Like I said, coming up next, we got 2 drug boats that we smoked. Democrats are going to be unhappy. 5 terrorists killed. Trump's a mean orange man. That's where we are. Let's go ahead and get this pulled up. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this. Would you guys like sound? We'll just go ahead and turn the volume on, see if you like that better.
We're learning the U.S. military says they have conducted more boat strikes. Let's put this video up on your screen here. The U.S. military saying yesterday that it had conducted 2 more strikes against boats it said were smuggling drugs in the eastern Pacific Ocean, killing 5 people. That's just some of the video on your screen there, but I wanted to pull this up here quickly. This is a post from U.S. Southern Command on social media, and it says, on December 18th, at the direction of SecWar Pete Hegseth, Joint Task Force Southern Spear conducted lethal kinetic strikes on 2 vessels operated by designated terrorist organizations in international waters. Intelligence confirmed that the vessels were transiting along known narco trafficking routes in the Eastern Pacific and were engaged in narco trafficking operations. A total of 5 male narco terrorists were killed during these actions, 3 in the first vessel and 2 in the second vessel. No U.S. military forces were harmed. Hashtag Op Southern Spear. So once again, that was posted to social media last night as we are learning a bit more about this. The military saying 3 people in one vessel and 2 in the other were killed. The attacks brought the total number of known boat strikes to 28, while at least 104 people have been killed. That's according to numbers announced by the Trump administration. President Trump has justified the attacks as a necessary escalation to stem the flow of drugs into the United States and asserted the U.S. is engaged in, quote, an armed conflict with drug cartels. This all coming after the Senate gave final passage on Wednesday to an annual military policy bill that will authorize $901 billion in defense programs, while pressuring Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to provide lawmakers with video of strikes on alleged drug boats in international water near Venezuela. The annual National Defense Authorization Act, which raises troop pay by 3.8%, gained bipartisan backing as it moved through Congress. It passed the Senate on a 77-20 vote before lawmakers plan to leave from Washington for a holiday break. 2 Republicans, Senators Rand Paul and Mike Lee, and 18 Democrats voted against that bill. The White House has indicated that it is in line with President Trump's national security priorities. However, the legislation, which ran over 3,000 pages, revealed some points of friction between Congress and the Pentagon as the Trump administration shifts its focus away from security in Europe and towards Central and South America. The bill pushes back on recent moves by the Pentagon. It demands more information on these boat strikes in the Caribbean, requires that the U.S. keep its troop levels in Europe at current levels, and send some military aid to Ukraine. But overall, the bill represents a compromise between the parties. It implements many of President Trump's executive orders and proposals on eliminating diversity and inclusion efforts in the military and grants emergency military powers at the U.S. border with Mexico. Still, the bill did face objections, both from Democratic and Republican leadership on the Senate Commerce Committee and the head of the National Transportation Safety Board. And that's because the legislation could allow military aircraft to obtain a waiver to operate without broadcasting their precise location, as an Army helicopter had done before a mid-air collision with an airliner over Washington, D.C. back in January. To address those concerns, the Senate advanced a bill to require all military and civilian aircraft to broadcast their locations. That bill will now go to the House, and Senator Ted Cruz says he's optimistic it could reach the president's desk as soon as next month. So a lot of backstory there for you, but we do bring you this breaking news as we do know now. The U.S. military is saying just last night it had conducted 2 more strikes against boats it said were smuggling drugs in the eastern Pacific Ocean, once again killing 5 people.
Okay. So like I said, 2 drug boats taken out, 5 drug smuggling terrorists smoked in the process. Democrats are going to hate that, and that's what they do. They're saying that we've taken out 28 drug boats so far, and we have smoked more than 104 smugglers doing all of that. And Democrats are all hung up on that one that we did a double strike to, claiming it's a war crime or something like that, but they haven't been able to prove that. They just keep crying about it. They're trying to convince the public to be mad that we're not allowing drug boats to come here and smuggle drugs here. It's a hard sell, but they're continuing to try and do that. Either way, next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by 10 Man. It's titled Karma. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about them striking these drug boats. Ghostly, love that the news shows us smoking them without even blinking. Yeah. That's why I'm surprised that they even send boats out anymore. Like, I wonder if they can even tell. I assume they can't tell that we're even there. That they're like, all right, we're in the clear, and then fire falls from the sky, and they're just not there anymore. And they're like, damn, it's got to be. It's either God or the U.S. It's getting us. Like, it seems like an unfair fight every time they show these videos. I'm surprised they keep trying. Here, Juicer, more cash for Ukraine. Stellar. Yeah, exactly. Keep sending money off to foreign countries. Turbo Hillary's coochie is a war crime. No, that's how Bill was trying to make peace deals back in the day. He's like, let me persuade you a little bit. It's like on Hustle and Flow. He's like, I need that microphone. It's not good. It's a pro gun. Happy freedom to you. Otters, we're using submarines too. Saw one blow from under. It's crazy. Well, yeah, we got a whole fleet that's surrounding Venezuela right now. Magic Moon Frogman could sneak to the boats and put sugar in the gas tank. That's a hilarious idea. They could. Libby raise those poor fishermen. I know. They only got cocaine. They don't have fentanyl. Stop killing those drug smugglers. Goofy Democrats. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you, and thank you so much for that $5 donation over on Rumble. You're a badass, Information Warlord. Thank you. It says, Happy America is the best nation. Let me see. Happy America is the best nation on the planet and always will be. Freedom Hooligans. That's right. Thank you, Information Warlord, and happy freedom to you. Snarl, fentanyl is now declared a weapon of mass destruction. Yep. It is. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom to you. I don't know why I like this. I probably shouldn't even say it. I should probably just keep it to myself. I don't know what I was thinking about. I saw a video saying something like, man, they made x-rays to be able to see inside of our bodies. They made ultrasounds to be able to see inside of our organs. But they still use a finger to figure out if we need our prostate examined or not. And they're like, I think that's bullshit. There's a bunch of people in the comments saying, yeah, after you go to school that long to be a doctor, you want some perks. And it's like, that's not right. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. What's up, Afro Man? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sherry? Happy freedom to you. Afro Man, the fact that Schumer tried to explain that they use liquid to fish, what do you mean? I must not have seen that. I'm gonna have to find that clip. I've never heard of that. He's a professional, just like cooking cheeseburgers. What's up, Ryan? Happy freedom. What happened to the J6 footage? YouTube took it down, but it's over on the website and it's on Rumble. YouTube sucks ass. They took down all of our good videos, but we have them everywhere else. I mean, we're demonetized on YouTube because that's how much YouTube sucks. Teasel, no flag, no crime. That's right. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. Oh, gee, if that happens with AI, they'll create more laziness. Could be. Yeah, if people didn't have to work, it could make them lazy. I think a lot of that has to do with how people are raised. Hair Juicer, I want to know how much money it's costing cartels for each boat. I wonder, it's probably a lot, but these drug lords, they got lots of doll hairs. Patriot Dad making homemade Nacho Bel Grande, grilled stuffed burrito, Spanish rice and beans, cheaper and better than Taco Bell. That's badass, Patriot Dad. Hope it turns out fantastic. Kevin, here making Christmas cookies. What kind of Christmas cookies are you making, Kevin? Otters, what are you doing? Eating my dog's fresh putzer pate? What? I don't know what that is. Make them chicken breasts and smashed yams their favorite. Mine too. My keto is not happy right now. Oh yeah, Otters. You guys are all making dinner and stuff. I'm gonna end up with McDonald's again. I don't have the willpower to cook food right now. What's up, Hat the Cat? Happy freedom to you. Guess the boats are over 300K each. Why? Because of the motors on them? I've never tried to buy a boat, so I don't really know if boats are, like, what's a cheap boat and what's an expensive boat. The only boat I ever had was a Buick Century. That was a long time ago. Afro Man, I guess there was a video where he was saying that they used liquid in the drums to fish. Schumer's such an idiot. He's like, and then they come ashore and they sell us that liquid in the dark of night, sneaking through the bushes. It's normal fishing stuff, okay? You wouldn't understand. Hair Juicer YouTube cut like an hour off of my live where I was talking to lefties at No Kings in Iowa. Yeah, Hair Juicer. Every single day they cut pieces of my live out. Zero just asked me the other day. She was like, I went to watch a replay and the entire video is blocked. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because I got to go through and cut it, and then it takes time. And that's the other thing that sucks. And it doesn't just suck that YouTube is censoring my videos on a regular basis. It's 2-3 cuts per video. But it shuts down the content, so then people can't access it. Then it comes back, and it's all edited because I had to cut out all this crap or approve them cutting it out. And then people watch the replay, and they're like, hey, you edited this. You're censoring things. You're hiding things. Like, no, I'm trying to go live and everybody's fucking with me. Like, that's all that's going on. I don't know. That's how YouTube sucks. We need t-shirts. YouTube sucks. Anyways, let's get into this midlife break really quick. Hold on a second here. Gotta fight the goof tube. Oh, probably like this. Like I said, this one was provided by 10 Man. This is titled Karma.
And his name is John C.
Yep. Getting back into the news really quick. Manhunt ends as suspect in Brown University shooting and the MIT professor killing found dead. It's a mess of a title there. I really think they're just trying to pin the MIT professor stuff on this guy because the shooter's dead. So there's no one to object. It's like, yeah, all the deaths that happened last week, that guy did it. Good job, police. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. But either way, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in the Christmas unboxing, you're welcome to send me and Klaus something for Christmas. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can send something by using the wish list. If you send something to the P.O. Box, please let me know by messaging me or sending me an email. And if you send something by the wish list, it'll come here automatically and you don't have to worry about it. The Christmas unboxing will take place on Christmas Day, giving us something fun to do for Christmas. I'm going to drop these links really quick in the chat. One will take you to the wish list that I think is misspelled, but you guys can read. It'll be okay. One's for the wish list, and the other one is for the P.O. Box address if you would like to send me something of your choosing. So here's the link. Go do the thing if you want to participate in the Christmas unboxing. And like I said, we got a doubly here about the Brown University shooting. The first one is about the shooting situation. They found the shooter. He's dead. Boo-hoo. Second video is talking about how he had what I believe is temporary legal status coming into the country on a visa, and they shut that program down because of this guy. And so, like I said, we got a doubly. This first one is about the situation itself. It's titled Manhunt Ends as Suspect in Brown University Shooting, as well as the MIT professor's killing, has been found dead. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
The 6-day manhunt for the Brown University shooter is over, ending with law enforcement swarming a storage unit facility in New Hampshire. Officials say the suspect, a 48-year-old man, is also suspected of killing an MIT professor. He was found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. ABC's Christiane Cordero has more from Providence.
The suspected killer in Saturday's Brown University mass shooting, who investigators also believe killed an MIT professor on Monday, found dead overnight in a New Hampshire storage locker.
Our Providence neighbors can finally breathe a little easier.
Officials say 48-year-old Claudio Neves Valente rented this gray sedan in the weeks leading up to the December 13th shooting. 2 students killed, several others injured as they were preparing for final exams. Police credit this man who posted a tip about the rental car and later told police he first saw the suspect in a bathroom at Brown the day of the shooting, then noticed him acting suspiciously around a gray Nissan with Florida plates.
That person came forward and said he had information, and he blew this case right open.
Police say it was the same car seen on surveillance 2 days later outside of Boston, where investigators say Valente shot and killed MIT nuclear physicist Nuno Loureiro at his home in a targeted attack.
Later that evening, he is seen about an hour later entering the storage unit wearing the same clothes that he had been seen wearing right after the murder.
The FBI says the shooter and the MIT professor attended the same university in Portugal. Officials add the shooter also attended Brown as a PhD student 25 years ago. But without a clear motive, they don't know why he returned last week.
I don't think we have any idea why now or why Brown, why these students, why this classroom.
Officials say there is no longer any danger to the public. Welcome news for this community that has long been on edge as they now take the necessary steps to repair. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, so that's the first of 2 there. And it all just seems so convenient that they find the guy, he's dead, potentially homeless. He did it. He did all the crime in the area. Don't you worry about it. Like I said, they'll just pin it on him. I don't know. It's really weird. Hold on, YouTube. YouTube's going to play the video before you can even see the video. Good one. Anyways, getting into the second video, they're talking about how the guy entered the U.S. using the diversity lottery visa program. That's how he got here in the first place. He's not an American. I don't know if he currently had legal status, but he's dead now. So, you know, there's not going to be a whole lot of questions. They got him. They're reassuring us. Either way, let's get into this.
Valente entered the U.S. through the Diversity Lottery Visa Program in 2017. In response, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has ordered that program for immigrants be paused. Noem says President Trump directed her to halt the program. Visa winners are selected at random, but they still have to go through a lengthy process to apply, which includes...
Why is my stuff all frozen? There we go. I don't know what that was. Anyways, that's our doubly right there on the Brown University shooter. I don't know. Like I said, it seems really convenient. There's 1,200 cameras on the university. They didn't see the shooting. They didn't see the shooter. They were trying to arrest anybody who was in the area around the time of the shooting. This Reddit poster supposedly seen the guy, seen the car he was driving, told police. Police found the guy already dead. He was dead. They don't know what the motive was. He also killed the MIT professor, by the way. And that's what they know. I don't know. It seems really convenient. Let me see if there's anything I missed here. Right, I'm checking through my notes. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. And then in the second video, they were saying that the shooter had entered the U.S. through the Diversity Lottery Visa program and that it's being shut down now. I don't know if it's just a pause or if they're just doing away with it, but obviously it's not safe. You got people out here just doing whatever they're doing. I don't believe it's the guy. I'm having a hard time believing it, but either way. Also, they claimed that he's homeless and they found him dead in a storage locker. But do they think he's homeless because that's where they found him dead? Or is that just where he died and they don't know where the hell he lives, so they're just like, maybe he's homeless? Like, I don't know. There's not a lot of details. Yesterday they didn't know anything, and today they found a homeless man that not only did the shooting but also killed the MIT professor. They don't say how or why they know that, but a Reddit poster told them so. So that's it, and there you go. The story's over. That sounds weird to me, but it's just me. Either way, next up we got jury reaches verdict in case of judge accused of helping an illegal border crosser evade authorities. I thought she was going to get off the hook, and I was wrong. They actually got her guilty on one of these charges, but not guilty on the other, which is whatever. That's still more guilty than I thought she was going to get. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about this individual who supposedly did the Browns University shooting, but then also got here through the Diversity Lottery Visa program. Snooks. It could be him, but killing himself, I don't think so. I don't know. Why? Why did he do it? And why do those people? And how do they know that it was him? Because yesterday they didn't know anything. So I don't know. I'd like them to explain that, but they probably won't. Guess I'm guilty of a felony. Guilty of a federal offense, yeah. Ghostly, he did both shootings. That's where I call bullshit. Yeah, it just sounds too convenient. And maybe he did. Maybe he wrote a little letter. He was like, by the way, when you find my corpse after the government's done with it, just know that I did this, that, and the other. Go ahead and stick my face on the news, and then have a good day. Have yourself, I got $5 in my pocket, and you're welcome to it. Like, I don't know. It sounds weird to me. Snooks, I thought the tipster was the only homeless one, but not sure. Oh, I don't know. I saw a whole nother video was saying that the tipster had made a huge Reddit post and all this stuff and was saying that the police need to look for this specific kind of Nissan or something like that and whatever. And he ended up coming forth and talking to the police, and that's what got them to actually look for the vehicle and how they found the guy. What's up, Zero? Happy Freedom. This is a setup and it's really bad. That's what it kind of looks like. Ghostly CIA is getting sloppy now that it's a run by leftist tards. Yeah, Ghostly. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Zero, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, why isn't the banner showing right now? Oh, I guess I never turned the banner on. Well, I mean, we went live on 6 other platforms, and I also posted on 9 different social media. So, I mean, there was other ways to figure out that we were live, but yeah, I guess I did forget the banner. My bad. Guess I think Epstein shot him. It probably was. What's up, Cass? Happy Freedom to you. Libby Racer, the city of Providence leaned heavily into the woke culture. It's not good. Everything woke goes broke. What's up, Republitarian? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Butterfly? Happy Freedom to you. The mayor looks like a rat-faced libtard, probably as helpful as a bag of dicks given to a dog. I've never heard that before, but yeah, you're probably right. What's up, Culty? Happy Freedom to you. Information Warlord, he didn't kill himself. Yeah, I don't think so. I wasn't there, so I don't know, but I just don't think so. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy Freedom to you. Brian, the tipster was homeless? Interesting. Maybe I misheard it. Butterfly, YouTube needs to be wrested away from Google. Monopolies are functional capitalism. Google needs its ass trust busted. Healthy competition makes for healthy capitalism. Monopolies stifle innovation. Yeah, but Google just gave like $1 trillion to the White House. Trump's never going to turn his back on Google. Not now. I don't know. You saw him hanging out with Bill Gates and all them. No, it's not going to happen. Not the way things are now, but maybe in the future. Because there's a company, it's called like XIXII or something like that. That's who actually owns Google. But unless you get paid by YouTube, you don't know that, because that's who you get tax paperwork from. That's like a mother company that like nobody even talks about. Even when we cover news about Google, they do not talk about that company. But that's who pays creators. And I've wondered about that stuff because I had to Google it. I was like, who the fuck is this? I had to figure out, oh, it's Google. It's who owns Google, and they also own YouTube, and they also own AdSense, and they also own, you know, it goes on and on and on and on. It's some mother company of some sort. But somebody needs to do something about it. I feel the same way about Apple. I don't think it's right that Apple forces Apple users to use all their software and use all their hardware, and they have no other options, and the stuff isn't compatible with anything else. And that's why they can charge you $100 for a charging cable and stupid shit like that. It's because it's a monopoly. It shouldn't be like that. But they throw enough doll hairs at the government, and the government's going to shake that ass. And that's what, you know, it's not good. But here we are. Republican, the tipster was living in the basement of the school. The tipster needs to be investigated. Thank you so much, Ramsey, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Ramsey, and happy freedom to you. Thank you so much for the support. Says, sorry, I got to bounce. Company Christmas party. Don't forget to like and repost the stream, or you'll get moldy, wet dog turds for Christmas. That's right, Ramsey. Thank you so much for the support. Be safe and have fun out there, Ramsey. TBD, I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're not talking to me. Maybe you're not talking to me. What's up, Ero? Happy freedom to you. Ero, storage unit places usually have surveillance cameras. Let's see. I'm sure they're missing segments of time in the footage. I'm assuming so. Because, yeah, that would all be on camera. What's up, DP? Happy freedom to you. DP, Trump is such a hypocrite. General Flynn is turning on him now. Why? What's happening? What's up, Mr. Lynn? Happy freedom to you. Hero, case closed. Go back to sleep, people. Yeah, basically. What's up, Canna? Happy freedom. Snooks. Oh, I see. Well, I wasn't sure. I was just trying to make sure I wasn't ignoring anybody. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, jury reaches verdict in the case of judge accused of helping a illegal border crosser evade authorities. Talking about Judge Dugan. And I thought she was going to get off the hook, but I was wrong. I guess accountability did show up today. I am pretty surprised. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
When someone, especially a sworn public official, puts them in unnecessary danger by obstructing those efforts to make an arrest as safely as possible, they must be held accountable. The defendant exercised her constitutional right to put the government to its proof. We met that burden, and the jury has found the defendant guilty.
A judge accused of sneaking an immigrant man out of a back door to dodge federal agents has been found guilty by the jury. Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan was accused of helping Eduardo Flores Ruiz avoid Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials in April while he was in her courthouse for battery charges. Dugan was also found not guilty on a lesser misdemeanor charge of, quote, concealing an individual from discovery and arrest. Dugan's lawyers maintained her innocence, citing that her being found guilty on only one charge instead of both is a reflection of her innocence. Dugan's case initially drew a lot of attention, with Democratic politicians loudly criticizing Dugan's arrest. Senator Tammy Baldwin said, quote, the president's administration arresting a sitting judge is a gravely serious and drastic move, and it threatens to breach those very separations of power. The maximum penalty for Dugan is reportedly 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Dugan's lawyers said they would appeal the conviction. No sentencing date has been set at the present time.
Okay, so they said they're going to appeal, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see, hold on a second. Thank you so much, Guessum, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guessum. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you for all your help. So it's just a reminder, Destiny and TYT, never forget to turn on the banner. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure you're right. Thank you, Guessum. Really appreciate you. All right, like I was saying, she's been found guilty of helping an illegal avoid arrest. I assume they mean when she went in the hallway to distract ICE, because otherwise I don't know how she got that, but not the other one. The other one, she was found not guilty of concealing an individual from arrest, which kind of makes sense because she wouldn't have been able to do both. She went in the hallway to distract ICE while the illegal walked through this alternative exit from the courtroom, and so she couldn't have been in both places at once, right? So they gave her guilty on the big one, which is the federal crime, and not guilty on the other one. They're saying that she's facing a max of 5 years in prison right now and $250,000 in fines, but her attorneys say that they're going to appeal, and we'll see how it turns out. Next up, Florida authorities locate more than 100 missing children. They're calling it Operation Home for the Holidays, and it seems pretty successful. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Judge Dugan. Thank you so much, Patriot Dad, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Patriot Dad. Thank you so much. It says, some of my overtime money. Keep your chin up. A little help with the bullshit, Jeff. Thank you, Patriot Dad. I really appreciate you. Reading through. Let me see. Ghostly, RAM alone costs more now than it did for you to buy a PC. I don't know what RAM is right now. I know it's expensive. I posted a meme on X and nobody got it. It was a Rape Me van, but on the side, instead of it saying free candy, it said free RAM or something like that. Free DDR5 RAM. Nobody liked it. I'm like, come on, that's such a good one. And like, no, people aren't even smart enough to get my memes, I guess. It's fucking sad. It's so sad. Go see, I might buy one just to resell the RAM. I'm throwing away computer parts right now because anything I can't sell, I'm just getting rid of. And I was thinking the same thing. I'm throwing away these motherboards. They're really old. They're not worth shit. But I was like, they got RAM in it? I might be able to sell the RAM. Make some doll hairs. Thank you so much, Colty, for the $5 donation over on Rumble. You're badass, Colty. Thank you so much. It says legal help. Thank you, Colty. I really appreciate it. Turbo, you're running a 3070, 8 gigabyte right now. Want to go for the 4070? How much are those running right now? 10 man. Are you going to build a computer, 10 man? Is that what you're doing? Thanks so much, Otters, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Otters. Thank you so much for the support. It says mental help. Well, I'll do the best I can, but thank you, Otters. I really appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate you, Colty. Thank you so much. Butterfly, Mark Kelly might very well be in a world of military shit very soon. That's the guy that's got like big elf ears, right? And the DOJ is investigating him. He was part of the Democrats that made that video saying you do not have to follow illegal orders or whatever. But they're like going after him extra tough, and I don't remember why specifically. I remember seeing a small clip. It was like a 12-second video, so I didn't put it on the schedule. But they were saying it was like a week ago. Maybe it was earlier this week. But they were saying something along the lines. They were trying to interview him about him making that video, and he claimed that he was going to get his attorney involved or something and was going to make a big deal out of it. And so the DOJ said they're going to escalate things because he said he was going to do that. And it seems like he's digging himself a hole, and I don't really understand why, because there's other Democrats that did the same thing, and it seems like they're not in any trouble at all. So I don't know why he's being highlighted compared to all the rest of the Dems that were in the same exact video saying the same exact thing. But it does seem like they are cracking down on him specifically. Thank you so much, Obnoxious Scott, for that $20 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Obnoxious Scott. Thank you so much for the support. You hooligans, you guys are so fantastic. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all your help and all of the support. Oh, I appreciate you, Culty. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything in line. It's really hard to figure out. The unknown looming over me is very difficult to figure out. It stresses me out. It's all I think about. This stuff is ruining my life in the background. I wish I could talk about it so I could at least get it off my chest, but I'm not able to. It's soul crushing what I'm going through, and it sucks, but everything should work out in the end. I just got to be as prepared as I possibly can. Shroomish, the sedition. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. This, what are they calling them? I can't remember what they're called now. The Seditious 8 or something like that. They gave them a name. Done. I'm still running RTX 3060. I think I got a 3060 over there. My whole house looks like a storage unit because I had to move stuff. And like I said, I'm selling everything I have that's able to be sold, and then everything else I have to just kind of throw away to prepare for whatever happens to me. So yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't remember what graphics card I have in right now. I have like a XT 6800 or something like that, but I wish I had RTX. My RTX worked better than whatever I have. I have AMD right now. What's up, Deep South Jody? Happy Freedom. The Seditious 6, is that what it is? I remember they gave him a name. I couldn't remember what it was though. Butterfly, military law is much scarier. Kelly is guilty of treason. Trump is commander-in-chief, and Hegseth commands the armed forces. Yeah. Kevin, give it to Jesus. Oh, I do. God is tired of hearing from me. I talk to God a lot. Begging God. Guess how much for Klaus? He's priceless. This is a work of art by God. Yes. He's not gay or anything. No perversion at all. He is literally perfect. He's the perfect Klaus. The spotless Klaus. Also, you got a 6800 and you love it? Hell yeah. What's up, Bones? Happy Freedom to you. I don't know where you are in the chat, but I see people tagging you. There you are. I found you. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy Freedom to you. Afro RAM is stupid now. I'm gonna have to look it up. I got computer parts that I've bookmarked and stuff, just, you know, plans for the future and whatnot. I wonder what the price is now. Sherry, aiding and abetting a criminal. What judge does that? A woke immigration judge. What's up, McCone? McCone, probably. Happy Freedom to you. Appreciate you joining us. Nick, nerds. I know. Hold on, because I want to know what kind of graphics card I have. Hold on, I want to know. It's going to bother me if I don't look it up. Yeah, I got an RX 6800. That's what I have right now. And it's okay, but I had... it seemed like my RTX graphics cards were better, but I don't know. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, Florida authorities locate more than 100 missing children, which is fantastic, but I also just realized I haven't been giving you guys reminders. So first, I'm going to tell you guys, go turn your memes in, because on Saturdays, we cover the memes during Free Speech Saturdays Coffee with Hooligans, and it's a lot of fun. So go to either Discord or jeffmaclive.com, find the tabs labeled memes, drop what you got, and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Like I said, they found more than 100 missing children in Florida in Operation Home for the Holidays. And then after this, we got more good news. Yeah, so it's like doubly good news. It's not good that these kids are being trafficked, but it's good that they were found. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Here's what's trending at the bottom of the hour. As we approach Christmas, a season of joy and reflection, families gather to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. But for some children, that joy is missing. Instead, they're trafficked, exploited, and trapped in dangerous situations, longing to be reunited with their families. So Florida officials taking some action in a historic operation with the feds. Authorities located more than 100 missing children in the Sunshine State, many found in disgraceful and deplorable conditions. Crime correspondent Jason Matera has this special report.
Where's he at?
We recovered 2 young boys that were living in just completely deplorable conditions in an environment that no one would want to see a human in, practically living in the woods. And they were probably one substance abuse moment away from death.
That moment played out again and again, more than 100 times over the course of just 2 weeks. Florida Attorney General James Upmeyer says 122 missing children, some as young as 2 years old, were recovered in an operation dubbed Home for the Holidays.
These kids, ranging in age from 17 down to just 2 years old, many have been through the unthinkable. They've been trafficked, they've been exploited, they've been abused.
The initiative brought together federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, all working to find children across Florida who had disappeared into dangerous situations.
We actually do care about you, and we want to try to help you. So we don't want you to run away. We want to try to do everything we can do to help you.
And the Clay County Sheriff's Office gave Newsmax an inside look at their role in this coordinated effort.
We go out and we knock on doors.
Let's see if you've seen this girl. Missing child.
We also utilize technology to assist us in locating those children. Throughout this, of course, we saw children that we do believe were potential victims of human trafficking. We're just in environments that was completely just not good for their health.
Once these missing children are recovered, what happens next? Foster care, family reunification?
Some of these children do go back into either a form of placement or foster care. Some of them are reunited. We had, a child that had not seen their mother in over a year and really ultimately didn't even know how to even contact their mother. So they were reunited with that family.
Authorities say this operation is far from over. Multiple investigations remain active and more arrests are expected. But for now, at least 122 children are home for the holidays.
We're going to take a zero tolerance approach to anyone that wants to exploit a child anywhere. And if someone is doing that, then you better believe that we're going to find that child, we're going to find you, and we're going to hold you accountable.
At least 6 people have been arrested so far by this joint task force, and as we know, the more arrests are expected. That said, Chris, operations like this one are so important because when kids go missing, they're at high risk of falling prey to human trafficking and other forms of exploitation. By finding these children now, authorities didn't just disrupt active trafficking networks, they cut off the pipeline before more kids could become victims.
Information.
All right, so like I said, a little bit of good news there. It's a rough situation, but at least those kids were found. They're saying that 122 missing children have been recovered in Operation Home for the Holidays, ages from 2 years old all the way up to 17 years old. Some of these kids will be reunited with their families, but unfortunately some of them will end up in foster care, which is kind of a questionable situation. I've been in foster care and all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully those people are vetted, because we know the Biden administration wasn't vetting anybody that they were sticking kids with. So hopefully they'll at least do that. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news. It is not Lefties Losing It because they don't go live on Fridays. So today it is a feel-good video that Russell tagged me in. It's titled "Chef Saves Elderly Man After He Didn't Show Up at a Restaurant That He Eats At Every Day." It's coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Operation Home for the Holidays in Florida. Zero, the news rarely reports the number of children rescued because it's a win for the Trump admin. Yeah, you're right. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom to you. Sterile childless couples, aplenty out there, should be signing them up for foster home. Yeah, well, maybe it'll work out. It's just in time for the holidays. There's probably a ton of couples that would love to have a child of their own. Repub, it's the best state to live in, not only for the weather. I mean, there seems to be a lot of good things about living in Florida. I just can't handle the hot weather. It's too hot for me. Even going down there in the wintertime, 60 degrees in Florida is hot as death. I'm like, I don't know. It don't get that hot here in Michigan. As long as I had AC, I'd be fine. Because everything else about Florida seems pretty cool. I don't know. They got bugs too. I don't like bugs, but that's about it. Otherwise, Florida seems pretty awesome. Cass, that's amazing, and also sad as heck. 122 kids. Can you imagine the ones that we don't know of? Yeah, there's like 50,000 of them in the country. Well, we assume they're still in the country. That when they were given to these temporary parents or whatever they were calling them, they'd have kids come across the border. They'd find people to stick the kids with, the Biden admin would, and they'd give them phone numbers and say, hey, if you have any problems living with this foster family or whatever they're called, call this number. We'll come make things right. They found out that the Biden administration had 65,000 missed calls from these children calling for help who were being abused and mistreated, and it wasn't until Trump got in office that anyone actually started responding to these calls. Now, most of the time from the videos that we covered 2 or 3 videos on it, they were saying they're calling these numbers back and they're disconnected at this point, you know, these missed calls and stuff, so they'd go check out the location. There either wouldn't be people there, or they'd find dead kids, or as just terrible situations. They recovered, I want to say like 16,000 of them so far, or something like that, when we had covered the video. And that's what these are. These videos we covered is like 100 here, 200 there. I think the last time we covered Florida, they were saying they recovered like 200 missing children in some other operation. But it's really bad, and the Biden administration should absolutely be held accountable for that. That's like a crime against humanity, and they don't talk about it. They covered the story when Trump first got into office, and that was it, and the media killed it, and they don't talk about it anymore. Magic Moon. Laptop shut off all by itself. Strange. Is it overheating, Magic Moon? I had a MacBook, and it used to do weird stuff like that, and I eventually found out that the batteries are bad, or at least for the one that I had. I replaced that battery twice, and the second one got all swollen and stuff. I threw it away. I didn't replace it. I'm just done trying to save its life. It's old. It's like 10 years old. Yeah, Patriot Dad, I appreciate it. I just want to get through it. My whole life is on the line. Magic Moon, yeah, put it on a flat, hard surface so it can ventilate properly and see if that helps. Because I know sometimes, even desktops do that. They get too hot, they'll shut down, and it's to save the processor and all of that. And if you have a laptop, you let it sit on your legs, sit on the blanket, you know, stuff like that, it can cause it to overheat. Especially if you've had it a little while. Builds up on dust and, you know. What's your name? We'll go with Liz. What's up, Liz? Happy Freedom? I'm doing all right. How are you doing today? So, Enigma, you gonna bring McDonald's to the voice chat tonight? I don't know. We got President Trump. He's supposed to be live at 9, which means he won't be live till like 10:30, 10:45. I'm assuming. I think it's gonna be Trump rally style. Let me read the title really quick. It is President Trump to deliver remarks in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. So yeah, that's gonna be flavored like a Trump rally. He's gonna be late, but then it's gonna go on. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna feel like America's coming back. So I might have to show up at the McDonald's. We'll see how it goes, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to eat till after McDonald's is closed, and then that means I got to eat Wesco, and I don't want to eat Wesco. What's up, Tori Wayne? Happy Freedom to you. And thank you for the Arc Raiders. You're a badass. Otters, I can already hear the YMCA song. Heck yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's always fun. Peyton, visiting my son. Is your son's name Klaus or Claus? Because I know it's spelled the same, and I don't even know how you're going to be able to tell me. But it says, I'm visiting my son Klaus, who had pins put in his hip, broke it yesterday, fallen in the bathroom. He's brain injured and a fall risk. This is his first fall with a break in 12 years. How's everything going, Peyton? I know you said yesterday that the surgery was a success and all of that. Hopefully recovery is going smoothly so far. Like Klaus. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know, Peyton. I don't want to be mispronouncing it. Major, I agree with you. Peyton, he's doing great. I'm glad to hear it, Peyton. Like I said, praying for a speedy recovery. Major, yep, you're absolutely right. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Tori Wayne. Thank you. Matt Rogers. What do you mean? I don't even know what you're referencing, Matt Rogers. So, Karma Carson, happy freedom to you. Manna, what'd your foster parents do to you? They give you powdered milk? No. I was in trouble, and I was a minor, and they took me to juvenile, but I wasn't handling it well. And so they offered me to be put in a foster home for a temporary amount of time. And so I was in a big farmhouse with like 12 other kids. They were all teenagers. And I had to room with this other kid who was abused by his mom. I think his name was Sarah. He had it was a straight up girl's name. And I was like, does your mom hate you? And he was like, yeah, that's why I'm here. And I was like, oh. I was just joking, but my bad. And it's like, nah, he had a terrible fucking life. And he was all gay and all kinds of other stuff. He was messed up. But we had to wake up at the ass crack at dawn and do chores and mess around with farm animals and do all this shit and go to school. And you don't get good grades and you go back to juvenile. And it was just fucking awful. The whole thing was awful. But no, I never got fingered or any fun stuff like that. Sorry, Manna. I don't have any fun stories like that. Oh, Matt Rogers, spider killing. It's going. It is going. I never know what to call this thing. This bug salt rifle is badass. I love it. It scares the shit out of Klaus though. Klaus hasn't caught it, but he thinks he's going to. He's starting to act well. He sees what's happening to these spiders and he's like, okay, it's time to stop screwing around. Dad's not playing anymore. He doesn't want any of the salt. Instead of catching smoke, he's worried about catching salt. So no, it's working good. I appreciate you, Matt Rogers. Thank you for sending me the solution to my spider problem. Ghostly Youth Ranch. Yeah. Something like that. Ghostly, my mom tried to make me a ward of the state. State told her to fuck off and keep me. Yeah. I tried to get emancipated by my dad. He wouldn't let it happen. But then at the same time, when I had been in the foster home for probably more than a month, they were like, all right, you've pretty much done, you're fine. Because I was in the middle of something. I wasn't facing charges, but I was I was like a runaway, and they didn't know what to do with me. So they detained me to like scare me straight or whatever. After so much time had passed and I was starting to adjust to being there instead of like wanting to go home, they tried to make me go back to my dad, and my dad was like, I don't want him. I don't want him at all. So then I had to stay there. And then when I had to stay there, I didn't want to be there anymore. Eventually I got to go home. And then I think I lived there for a year or two, and then I was grown. And then that was it. And I've just been eating shit on my own ever since. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. Otters. I was in foster care for 6 months in Child Haven. I think my stars, that was in the 80s before the shit got bad. Yeah, Otters. Colty, and that explains why Jeff doesn't like farm animals. It does have a bit to do with it. Those farm animals were mean to me, and I was already going through a hard time. They're a bunch of racists and stuff, whatever. Trump did it. It's Trump's fault. Anyways, moving forward here. Like I said, we got an actual good news story. I was tagged by Russell in this, and it's titled, Chef Saves Elderly Man After He Didn't Show Up at a Restaurant That He Eats At Every Day. Now, they didn't just save this guy. They, turned his whole life around from what it seems like. But it's actually some good news, and it is the last little bit of the news, so we'll be doing the fun stuff right after this. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
We end the week with a story about the healing power of gumbo.
When paired with a heaping portion of kindness.
Pensacola, Florida.
All right, so like I said, an actual bit of good news there, and I was tagged by Russell. Appreciate you tagging me, Russell. So they're saying that at this local, or a local that was a regular at this restaurant didn't show up one day, and the chef went out to check on him, found him in need of help, got him medical help, and then helped him straighten his life out, and now he's back to being a regular at the restaurant. It's pretty badass. What really got me on that is my grandpa that raised me. That's basically what happened to him, but there wasn't anybody there. And by the time they found him, he was brain dead. So it is what it is, but that touched me right in my little feels, and I was like, yeah, let's put that on the schedule. So anyways, that was the last little bit of the news. We are going to be getting into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Metal Mouth, and it's titled 26 Flights. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled, It's Not a Prank If There's Peppers. It's all coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about that little bit of good news there. Oh, no worries, Tori Wayne. Life happens. Ghostly, that's why community matters. Yep, I agree. That's what we were talking about in voice chat last week, Ghostly. We were talking about like people being born on the south side of town is used to looking for potential threats, where people born on the, or who hang out on the north side of town or grow up in the north side of town, they're not used to looking for those threats, but they have community because they're all on the good side of things. So when bad news comes to town, they unite against the bad news. And this is kind of an example of that. Not that trouble came to town, but somebody needed help, and they were willing to help him. You know, they even checked on him. They didn't even have to check on him, and when they checked on him, they actually helped him. And a lot of times you don't get both, right? Like the Daniel Penny situation, right? He put the Jordan Neely in a headlock. I think I called him Robert Neely last time we talked about this. Jordan Neely. And then everybody else just pulled their phones out. You know, there's a couple guys that help, but generally that's what we see. Crime happens and people pull their phones out. But to see the community get together and actually help this guy, especially more than just a day, right? They were bringing food to him in the hospital. They were helping him with his home and all that stuff. Got him a place to stay. That's a lot of work. And so that's pretty badass seeing people come together like that. Tori Wayne, if I win the lottery, I would build a compound. We need a community. Most people just do not care these days, and it's so sad. I agree, Tori Wayne. So we were talking about building Hooligan Island. Get away from the weirdos and people who just don't make any sense. Like, I don't know. We need community. What's up, Bulky? Happy freedom to you. What you cooking, Bulky? What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Let's see, Electric Hammer, are you a fan of Pop Evil? They're from Muskegon, too. I think I've heard of Pop Evil, but I don't really know what that is. I will look into it, though. I will check them out. Thank you for letting me know. Man, here's a nice video of an old man, Jeff Mack. Reminds me of my dying grandfather. I'm sorry, Manna, that's all I got. One time I was talking to a girl. It was years ago. And it was like everything they were talking about, they'd say their experience about the topic, and I would say my experience about the topic. And they look over, you know, after a while, and they're like, all of your stories are bad stories. And I'm like, yeah, I've had kind of a bad life up until now. And they're like, huh. I'm like, yeah, I don't mean for it to be that way. And that's when I started realizing I overshare. I haven't done anything about it, but I know that it happens. So, you know, baby steps. I think somebody's cooking a roast. I could smell something, and I'm not cooking. It's either that or Klaus farts. You know, it's one or the other. Rappy, love to hear heartwarming stories like this. Yeah, it was a good one. Otters, Hooligan Island, let's do it. Commune, bonfire every night. We can live stream at the bonfire. That'd be badass. Colty, I'm on board for Hooligan Island. Yep, that's what we're working towards. A better tomorrow. Butterfly, who will look for Klaus if you need him looked after? I have things set up. That's what I've been doing for 19 days now is trying to get all my ducks in a row for whatever happens. Patriot Dad, I can relate. Maybe I should lie. I don't like lying. I don't like to. It's weird because, like, I don't like lying, but the only time I'm right is when it's about bad stuff. So it's kind of like a lose-lose. I'm not willing to lie, so I tell the truth. It's a bad story. After I tell the truth, everybody feels bad. Then later on, somebody watches the truth happen to me. And then they're like, man, that sucks. I'm like, I know. Like, it's a reoccurring bad moment in my life. It's how it goes. And people are like, damn. Like the spider bite. I told you guys for years that I get bit by fucking brown recluse and it's not good. And I almost don't make it. And then what happened? Got bit by a damn spider. And it was 16 weeks to heal. It's how it goes. It's how it goes. I don't know. God's working through me. I don't know what we're doing, but it's, you know, this is all organic. What's up, Sergeant Tripod? Happy freedom to you. Brian, Jeff has contacted the neighborhood cats and they will step up if needed to take care of the Klaus. Klaus will lead the army, you know. We're the North. We're the first line of defense against the Canadians. There was T-shirts being sold here a couple of years ago that said that. Michigan, the first line of defense against the Canadians. Information Warlord, hydrogen peroxide and triple antibiotic ointment. Yeah, but I let it get all infected and stuff. Turbo, if we get a hooligan compound, I'll cut the grass for free. You say that now, Turbo, but I hate mowing the grass, so you're going to be, it's on you. You volunteered. Ghostly, I realize my stories are all fucked up, and then I tell a funny one, and people go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Ghostly, that's relatable. Big time. Zero, like the people in jail feeling bad for you for being there. Yeah, Zero. Yes, exactly like that. Yeah. That's how it was the last time I went to jail. Everybody felt bad because they're like, man, you're in school and you're gonna get your degree. You got all this stuff going for you. Why are you here? I'm like, because people point their fingers and call the fucking police. They're like, that sucks. You don't belong here. And it's like you're in jail, lodged, and the inmates are telling you you don't belong in the cell with them. That you're better than them. I'm like, I don't know I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But whatever's whatever. Paying our cats eat spiders. Klaus befriends them or something. I don't know. What does this say, Butterfly? Oh, I think it says new. Kevin the Michigan barking spiders. Yes. And right now it's frozen death outside, so they all live inside the house, which is fun. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom to you. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Nick, it could be a tumor in Arnold's voice. No, it's not a tumor. I survived the spider bite. My leg is ugly looking, but that's okay. Eero, the farm animals were probably Democrats. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Turbo, I swear I can do photosynthesis at this point. What are you talking about? I've been cutting grass for 8 years and I love it. Get a nice tan and lots of vitamin D. I'm just trying not to say something funny to that, Turbo. I'm sure you get plenty of vitamin D. But you're mowing the grass, okay? You are mowing the grass at the Hooligan compound. Either way, let's get into the fun stuff, you hooligans. Like I said, we're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now, what day are we on? Because I can't ever remember. I think we're on day 21, because I'm pretty sure yesterday was day 20. And we got our Feral Ghoul paperclip. That's right. So where is day 21? There's got to be. Oh, okay. It's another skinny one. You can see where I ripped the shit off on the first one. Here we go. Bam. 21. What is it, Klaus Daniels? Yeah. Well, what is it? What do you think it is? It's a pencil. Oh, I see. Let me show you guys real quick here. Is it safe? Is it safe? What do you think? What do you think? Is it good stuff? Is it real? It's the real deal? Okay. All right. It's got, oh, you ain't never going to be able to see this. It's got Vault Boy's face on it, and then it's got little nuclear clouds, which is very festive. It's very festive. Good stuff. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Really appreciate it. I love this Fallout calendar. Let's get into this these funny videos here really quick. This first one is something else. Come on, YouTube, do the thing. This first one was provided by Metal Mouth. Just look at that. This is titled 26 Flights.
Ugh, what's that smell? That's my new cologne called 26 Flights by Bill Clinton. It's a real knockout. Smells like cigars and virginity. It only smells like that for a second. Then it smells like chloroform. It smells like Bigfoot's. It's got real bits of virgin in there, so you know it's good. Does your cologne work on women? 100% of the time, it works every time. Have you smelled Trump's cologne? I smelled it, but I didn't inhale. Oh, I can't stop smelling Trump's cologne. It makes me moist just thinking about it. Trump's cologne don't even have chloroform in it. Wait a minute. Trump's got a new cologne? Yeah. I broke a nail last night after I smelled it. I have to put on 3 pairs of underwear every time I smell Trump's cologne. And I still lick. I spread on cucumber. So, Bill, how many employees has your wife gotten rid of so far? Well,
That was rough stuff. Get into our official funny video of the day. This one was provided by Stoner. You got to pay attention. You're going to miss what's going on. I had to watch it twice because I couldn't tell what I was looking at first. You got to pay attention. Like I said, this is provided by Stoner and it's titled, "It's Not a Prank If There's Peppers." What an asshole. I could not believe that. He set him up for failure. He's like, you got something in your eye, and he stuck his pepper finger right in his eye. Don't do that. Either way, that is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. I'm going to grab this link really quick. I'm going to drop it in all the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up. Then we're going to be raiding out over on Rumble. We are going to be doing the voice chat in a little bit. We also got President Trump coming up, I think, at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so like an hour and 20 minutes from now. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in. It's not the first time I've said that. But we're going to figure it out. And if you have not claimed your free week over at jeffmaclive.com, you can do so using the link list link. You get a free 7 days of hooligan status over on jeffmaclive.com. You don't have to enter a credit card or any stuff like that. It's not going to ask you for money. You're just going to have a free week to go hang out and be one of us hooligans over there. Today is Friday, so we have the voice chat. You can join us for the voice chat, and then on next Friday, you'll also be able to join us in the voice chat because you got your 7 days. So definitely go do the thing. If you've already claimed your free week, it ain't going to work. Even if you go type the code in and stuff, it is not going to work. But you could always spend the $10 hairs and get yourself a full membership over on jeffmaclive.com. That way you can join us in all the voice chats. So either way, go do the thing. And like I said, there is a link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because you got to have a day to recharge those batteries. definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. We have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up. Then we're raiding out over on Rumble. Let me see. I'm looking for something really quick here. Peyton, yes, thank you so much for the PayPal. I really appreciate you, Peyton. Thank you so much. I shouted you out earlier in the live, but I don't think you were here yet. But I did get it, and thank you so much, Peyton. I really appreciate you. 0. Oh, yes, it's Friday. We're going to figure out who we're going to raid here in a second. Russell going to be a short voice chat. Yeah, what time are you getting up? Did you respond to me? I didn't see it. Russell's going on a trip. What's up, Live Review? Happy freedom to you. That's fighting pranks when I can see through the tears. Yeah, nah, it's not a prank if you hurting people like that. You know? Pepper, I don't know if they were ghost peppers or what they were, but hot peppers to the eyeball, that's no fun. Turbo, fix the Subaru up, put a lift kit and some mud tires, a snorkel and a big ass push bumper guard. Keep them deers off you. Yeah. They make that stuff for the Outbacks too. There's a bunch of goofy people like on Facebook. And they got roll cages and snorkels and brush guards and all that stuff on their Outbacks. It looks like a Jeep by the time they're done with it. Their boyfriend's hanging out in the back. I'm like, come on, man. Electric Hammer Waffle Meat was cool as fuck yesterday. Even has people to help me become mayor here in Galveston. That's awesome. Otters, Russell's tripping. Russell's going down south. I don't want to give all his business out there, but he's going on a little vacation of sorts. Going to see some family and do some good stuff and get away from the snow, which is good because we got too much snow already. I'm excited for him. Otters, I just put a spider vid in the Discord. Oh, man. Magic Moon. Nah, we're fresh out of blue waffles. Fresh out. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. Where's the Epstein files? I can't find them. I heard there's a pic of Clinton and a girl in a hot tub. Let me see. I think I have the link. I guess I could just share the link with everybody. I haven't. It'll be fine. Justice.gov/Epstein. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the link. Maybe links don't work on Kick. Well, either way. That's what it says. Justice.gov/Epstein. Otters, they released some already? Yeah. Meta, no worries. I appreciate you being with us, though. What's up, Visions? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Wake up, Klaus Daniels. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. Let's get her all figured out here. Dang, everybody's live right now. Well, who have we rated so far? Rotella, Handy, Grim, Waffle Meat. Wait a minute, why is the White House live? When is President Trump supposed to go live? Is it supposed to be close to now? That would make things easier for the voice chat. So let me check some things really quick. We are going to do this raid, I believe. Let me just double check, because if President Trump's about to walk on... I think President Trump's about to walk out on stage. How long has this live been up? 5 minutes? We might not be wrapping this up right yet. Let me use my brain really quick. We got this going on. And the White House YouTube channel doesn't just go live and sit there all day. They go live within a couple minutes of President Trump walking out on stage. Sarah, they said 9 p.m. Yeah, why are they live right now? It's almost 8. Let me take a gander really quick. I'm gonna look at the calendar and see if they've adjusted this, and I'm gonna look on X, see if Caroline or anybody's made adjustments. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern time. President Trump gives remarks on the economy from Rocky Mount Event Center, North Carolina. Let me see. If I could spell, that would help a lot. I don't know. I have no idea why the White House is live. Whatever. I'll keep an eye on it. We're going to raid out. I've already waited. I've given Trump 2 hours today of sitting around. I gave him all the free time I had. I didn't get to eat because he was 2 hours late, or however late he was. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to raid out, and we're going to do a great job at it. And then we'll worry about Trump going live afterwards. And if we have to run a separate live like I planned, that'll be fine. Wilkie's live. We haven't rated Wilkie yet. Did Rotella. We did Grim. We haven't rated Frag yet. Let's do Wilkie, and maybe we'll do Frag tomorrow. Let's do that. Actually, tomorrow's going to be Darth Jason, because tomorrow's Saturday. We'll figure it out. Either way, let's get ready to raid here. I don't know what the hell he's playing. Battlefield? Maybe? Let me see. Get ready for this raid, you hooligans. All right, we're good to go. Hit that like button as soon as you land. Let's get raiding.
Ah, shit!
That works! Yeah, that works! Put that!
Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! It gave me damage, but it didn't kill me. But it killed me. If I shoot you with my gun, you don't get killed. The boss everywhere on the map. But I think this guy that put the bots here like to the worst level, man, because they're fucking hard to kill. Some of them.
No, it's whatever default is.
Oh, okay. So
Yo,
like, you know,
Jeff Mac with the hooligans with the raid.
I bet you are gonna do this. I bet you are, man. I haven't come by to visit you guys. I don't know if
Dude, I appreciate it. Let's go. We got so many Rumble streamers. We got the Rabble Raglan, the Grim Hollywood, the Fat Steven.
The Rabble what?
The Rabble Rabbler.
Oh my God.
He's the Rabble. He's the Rabble Rabble.
So tired of it! So tired of it! Oh my God!
Grim, it's pretty grim.
Fuck it.
We got everybody at Fragniac with the raid. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Frag.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Again. This is open to all Rumble people. Hey, you want to jump in here? Let us know. We'll get you. Yeah, we're only allowed one count. I'm done. That's sure there.
Hang on.
I need ammo.
Golly, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy?
Grim, are you okay,
It wasn't
Grim?
labeled as you red anymore. It looked like you jumped out.
I'm capping and killing for him.
That's right.
You killed him. Coming for you. No mercy for you now.
Hollywood, no, they killed the immortal actor.
I don't know what to do about it.
He's supposed to be immortal.
Probably is. Let me sleep.
Fantastic raid, you hooligans. What kind of timing we have. We raided Wilkie, and right like seconds afterwards, Frag raided Wilkie. So if we would have raided Frag, he would have been on his way out anyway. So I think we made the right choice there. Double raid for Wilkie. That's badass. We're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping things up. We'll be live again in a little bit with President Trump. In like an hour, I assume. It is weird that the White House is already live. Hold on a second. That's right side broadcasting. Here, this will give you a peek there. I told you it's going to look like a Trump rally. You can see on the right side of the screen there. It looks just like a Trump rally. So I figured that was going to happen. I'm going to pull up this White House live because I still don't understand why they are live right now, considering the president's not going to be on stage for an hour. Maybe guest speaker. I don't know. They don't normally show that stuff. Yeah, they're still live. Remarks on the economy. It doesn't say President Trump. It just says remarks on the economy. Maybe they are going to show guest speakers. I don't know. But either way, I'll keep an eye on it. Whenever they go live, we'll go live. Also, we're going to be over in the voice chat hanging out over on jeffmaclive.com. Like I said, get yourself a membership for the website so you can have access to all the cool stuff over there, as well as joining us in the voice chat. Russell said he's heading there right now. I'm going to try and find food first because I'm not a lot of fun when I'm hungry. But we'll see how things go because I got a lot to juggle now. Now I got to wait for the president. But either way, we're going to read through really quick and we're wrapping her up. Tory Wayne, nice song. Yeah, it's going to be stuck in my head now. Oh, I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Tory Wayne. Thank you, Metal Mouth. Hope you have a great night as well. Thank you, Rappy. Rappy, does he ever rest? I don't think so. Otters, Trump owes you Mickey D's. I think you're right. Thank you, Viola. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Meta. Appreciate you, Southern Eagleman. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate you, Rich. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Teasel. Magic Moon. Yeah, we're going to show President Trump as soon as he walks on stage. He's not supposed to be on stage for an hour, so I got enough time to run to McDonald's and bag and get some food. Not that I want McDonald's, but everything closes here an hour ago, basically. So, yeah, we will be live covering President Trump, and then we're also going to be in the voice chat over on the website. Like I said, if you guys haven't used that free week coupon at the top of the link list, go ahead and do that. It'll give you a free 7 days, no strings attached, no credit card. You ain't going to be asked for money or nothing. You just get access to all the cool stuff on the website with free hooligan status for a week. If you've already used the coupon, go ahead, log back in. Spend the $10. Become official over on the website. It's definitely worth it. At least that's what all the hooligans are telling me. So anyways, I think we are good to go. Klaus Daniels, did I forget anything? You can put your sombrero on. Yes. Oh, amigo Klaus. Come on, man. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys being here. If I don't see you at the live or in the voice chat, have a fantastic night. I appreciate all of you guys helping me cover the news and help me make the news suck a little less. They just caught me off guard. This is what we're looking at. Now, President Trump's not going to walk out right this second. At least that's what I'm being told. But this is the event. They look pretty high energy. I don't know who any of these people are. But anyways, I'll keep an eye on it. Anyways, like I said, enjoy the rest of your night. If I don't see you at the Trump rally, I don't see you in the voice chat, have a fantastic day. Find yourself some good food. Be safe and have fun. And I'm going to definitely do the same. And make your way back to us tomorrow. Free Speech Saturdays, Coffee with Hooligans. No YouTube, no Twitch tomorrow because we don't have time for those community guidelines because they're soft and gay and all of that. And we don't need that. Okay? So use the link to make your way to a better platform for tomorrow's Free Speech Saturday. Either way, have a fantastic night. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations. Join the membership programs or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. And I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.